Next, we're going to have Lewis Cine. Good morning, Lewis. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing great. And yourself?
Pretty good. All right, we'll get you started here. First question to Seth Emerson.
Sorry. Hey, Lewis. Hate to ask, but this is a common question I get from people. What do you all only get tested for COVID if you're symptomatic or unvaccinated, or is there like still surveillance testing going on for you all like last year?
I honestly know as little as you do. Well, a larger percentage of the team, well, probably 98 or 99% of the team's vaccinated. Other than that, that's the only thing I can say because I don't know the rest of what's going on other than that.
Our next question to Mike Griffith. You there, Mike?
Oh, yeah, thank you. I asked Coach Lanning earlier about Michigan being a power football team, and yet they have all these explosive plays. I know that you've studied this team deeply. How do you explain that paradox? How is a power team also so explosive?
For one, it's definitely the players they have. You know, a team wouldn't be what they are without good players. They have some really good explosive players from offense, running backs, slot receivers, tight ends, even their quarterbacks. So the players make majority of who they are, and then good coaching with their head coach, receiving coordinators coach. A lot of those guys I'm familiar with. So it all comes to those two factors, really.
Okay, next question for Steve Hummer.
Yeah, hey, Lewis, the specific to the secondary, what did you guys need to fix after the last game?
Specifically to our secondary. Well, I'd say that not a lot had to be changed in terms of, you know, what we know. It's just we just went back to our fundamentals, really. Use this stretch of getting ready for Michigan to also work on ourselves. So we did that, you know, work on the fundamentals, the basically the things that people don't seem to focus on when they get to these points in these games. So that's basically what we did.
All right, next question for David Hale.
Hey, Lewis. Kate McNamara has that really sort of funky sidearm delivery. As a DB, does that impact how you kind of are tracking the ball, or kind of does it make it tougher to sort of see it come out of his hand and that kind of stuff? Is there any impact at all in the way that he delivers the ball compared to sort of that more normal drop back overhand style?
No. I mean, the ball has to get in the air one way or another, regardless how he throws and which way he throws. It's still going to be in the air, so that doesn't really affect me.
Okay, next question for Jed May. Go ahead, Jed.
Yeah, Lewis, a two-part question. One, you mentioned the fundamentals there. Sort of what are the fundamentals that y'all have been working on in practice over the past couple of weeks? And then two, I guess a couple of weeks ago, you mentioned, you know, y'all did some things you hadn't really done all year against Alabama. Has there been an emphasis in practice on, I guess, doing what y'all have done all year to get you to this point?
Well, basically, the fundamental stuff is tracking the ball at the highest point, tackling, because in bowl games, there's a lot of missed tackles. Making sure we communicate from D linemen to linebackers to the four corners of the DBs, from corner to safety. Other than that, it's just those little things that'll make a big difference when it comes to the games. A lot of people might not think so, but we think so, and that's why we're really focused on that. And secondly, what was your second part of your question? Can you hear me?
Go ahead, Jed.
Sorry, I was muted still. You mentioned last time we talked with you that you guys did some things maybe differently defensively, schematically than you've done maybe all year against Alabama. Has there been an emphasis in practice on just getting back to what y'all have done all year and the stuff that's made y'all so good, through those first 12 games?
Well, we kind of, I can't really say that because, most likely other teams are watching these interviews also. So wait till the game and you'll see. And that's the most I could say.
All right. Thank you, Lewis. Appreciate the time.
Thank you.
Next up, we're going to have Quay Walker.